This is why we do it, out in the great outdoors in my carport. What are we doing today? All right, today, just the facts. You guys have asked. I'm gonna give you 2 setups. Both camping setups take under 5 minutes. I'm not gonna clean it up and make it look all neat. I'm just gonna record it, speed it up a little, and show you the 2 setups that take under 5 minutes. Why do we have 2 setups? Because warm weather, cold weather. So we're gonna have a setup for each. Now, if you guys just wanna fast forward, you don't wanna hear all my blabbing, here's a timestamp, just fast forward, that's when you're gonna see the unpacking. After I'm done unpacking, one-hit wonders, folks. I have hair in my face, can't think of hair in my face. After we finish packing, I'm gonna go through the kit that I actually have so that you guys can see what I bring. Now, here are the disclaimers for my friend the internet. I'm not a foodie, so if you're wondering where my double boiler is, or my espresso maker, or my Dutch oven, I don't have that because I don't use it. I'm very basic. I throw a cold hot dog in a tortilla and I eat it, and that's it. I'm good. This isn't a setup for a bunch of people. However, what I will say is that when I do go out with the kids, it doesn't change much. I got the plates, I got some more sleeping gear, and that's basically it. Maybe some things for the kids to play with, and that's about it. It doesn't change much. And then the other disclaimer is this is not for 6 months. It would be a lot different. I'd have the roof rack and the boxes on the roof, and I'd have more supplies, etc. So it's not a 6 month to 1 year or indefinite journey. This is definitely for going out for just a few days, up to 5 days, I would say. And it's pretty trimmed down. Actually, with this setup, we could go a lot longer than that. But you want to be more prepared, so you're going to bring more stuff for the longer term trips. All right? Is that pretty basic? That's what we're going to do. First setup is going to be a fair weather setup. Second setup is going to be a cold weather setup. Both of them take under 5 minutes. Let's get started. Now, I'd be sitting in a chair, looking out over the valley, looking at the awesome view. Let's break this down. I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you what I have, and then we'll get to setup number 2. We'll wrap this video up with setup number 2, which I do for cold weather. Okay, so refrigerator doesn't come with me all the time. You don't need one. In fact, we went 17 days through Baja. Did not have even a cooler, no refrigeration whatsoever. This is a super nice to have, but I have it with me on this setup. This here has bedding and pad. For the pad, I just use a small foam pad and my sleeping bag and a pillow, one of those little pillows that inflates. Anyway, that's what I use for that. These are all kinds of lighting implements. You saw I have handy light right here for when it starts to get dark, and then I also have a magnetic light here for when it starts to get dark. I always know where this one is. Both of those are by, well, that one's by Wagon Tech, and then I forget which one. Bare Bones Living is that one. Okay, here I have all of my utensils, cooking utensils and cooking implements, things for the kitchen. Jet boil, most of the things that I cook and eat only requires boiled water. This is 90% of my cooking. That's all I use. So I'll get some coffee in this. I'll get an instant coffee. I'll make it in that. I'll close it up. It's good for the trail. And then, of course, we have our bowls, plates. They're bowls / plates. And fuel, water container. If I'm going to go on a hike, I come over here to my water, which I can fill up here, take that with me. Very small if it doesn't have water in it, clearly. And then some food and fuel. That's that. I've got my recovery gear there, but I'm not going to go into that. This is all my kitchen stuff. I lay out my kitchen stuff as part of my camp setup, so this just has little other knickknacks that I may or may not need. This is the Overland Bound Trauma 3-part system med kit available on our website. Chris, that has been doing the COVID series with us and is Overland Bound MD on Instagram, helped us to design this with Outer Limit Supply. You can go check that out. And a couple of chairs and table. Oh, I do have my scuttle down here. In the case that I want to cook a hunk of meat, or I go trout fishing or something like that, I'll set up the scuttle. And the other thing that I have, because I have the scuttle, there's a big burner that goes with the scuttle. So if I need a big burner other than the jet boil, then I have that as well. And then you guys know probably and have seen the Gazelle tent, which we also sell in our store. And that sets up in like 90 seconds or something like that. And I just threw my sleeping pad and my gear in there. And that's basically it. It's a pretty fast setup. It also packs pretty quickly. And if the weather is nice, this is how we roll. Okay. Let's look at the next setup, which is setup number 2 for cold weather. Yeah, setup number 2 for cold weather. And I'm also going to show you guys, I'm going to do just sped up footage on me collapsing this all down, because a lot of folks said, I want to see how you collapse it down, how fast it is to collapse it down too. So I'm just going to roll that really, really quickly. All right, let's go. All right, it weren't pretty, but we got her done. I was trying to beat my setup time, and so I rushed it a little bit. But could you guys see which item in my kit gives me the most frustration? Can you guess? For those of you that know me, you know I have the capacity to get upset at inanimate objects like it's some kind of personal vendetta that object has against me. It's the chairs. I like those chairs. They're super durable, et cetera, et cetera. Man, it's like putting together Tinker Toys. If I want to play with Tinker Toys, I'll stay home. Anyway, that's it. All right, so now we're going to do setup number 2. And we're going to set up number 2 for cold weather. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so what's the difference? The difference is I'm sleeping inside the rig. I'm going to be doing all my food prep and stuff right here, so usually once I set up my sleeping bag on the inside, I roll that back and gives me room to work. And then if it's really cold, I put all this stuff away into the kitchen kit. I slide the kitchen kit underneath the truck, and then I close the back, and I still have enough room to sleep back there. If Corey's with me, then I take out the refrigerator, I put that underneath one of the swing outs. I can still run a power cord to it, and then we've got room to sleep for 2 people. So that's what we do if it's super cold. And super cold, it makes a world of difference if you're sleeping inside of your rig. It really, really does. So we've had that experience in the past when we've had to sleep inside the rig. We often do if it is chilly. All right, you guys, that is it. That's 2 ways to set up, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was valuable for you. Of course, we like you guys to subscribe, so go ahead and do that. We've been doing a video a day, and then the other thing is they got the bell thing. In case you're brand new to the internet, the information superhighway, the bell will tell you when we upload a new video, when we go live and stuff like that. So really, we'd love for you to become a part of the Overland Bound worldwide community. We're 25,000 folks worldwide that want to help you find adventure in the great outdoors once we can get out there again. So just go on over to overlandbound.com, check it out. All right, you guys, remember, beta link Overland Bound 1, the new Overland Bound mobile app is free, and the beta version links are in the description. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, see you tomorrow.